In a future world, a species of creatures emerging from underground has destroyed human civilization. Strangely enough, these monsters never set foot in areas above 8,000 feet, as if a curse had been placed upon these high-altitude regions. Jack and his son have been surviving in the towering Rocky Mountains for 3 years, and people have gradually returned to the most primitive ways of life. However, Annie, a scientist, has never given up on the chance to fight back. She has been tirelessly researching various types of bullets, but none can penetrate the monster's skin. One day, their peaceful life is shattered when Jack's son, who has been suffering from a chronic illness, suddenly takes a turn for the worse. The remaining medical supplies on the mountain are insufficient to sustain his life. Jack comes up with a bold idea and visits Annie's home, hoping she will accompany him to the hospital halfway down the mountain. It turns out that Annie once owed Jack her life, and she has been continuously studying the monsters since their emergence. She is well versed in their habits. Jack has also not acted recklessly. He knows of an abandoned mine shaft that can lead directly from underground to the vicinity of the hospital. The next day, Jack entrusts his child to a neighbor and heads to the ammunition depot. To his surprise, his best friend Katie has somehow learned of his plan to go to the hospital and is worried about him. She would rather be eaten by monsters than continue living in hiding. Jack reluctantly brings her along. They quickly make their way down the cliff face, not far from the traces of battles between the military and the monsters. As Jack worries about the possibility of monsters lurking in the pits, Annie reveals that the monsters have strong bioelectromagnetic fields within their bodies. She has brought a compass, and seeing that the needle does not change, she concludes that there are no monsters nearby. They soon cross the 8,000-foot altitude line, officially entering the monster's territory. The three arrive at the recently discovered battlefield and begin searching for useful supplies. Jack finds a grenade launcher and hands it to Katie, while Annie discovers a piece of monster skin on the ground. After gathering supplies, the trio sets out once again towards the hospital. In the 3 years since humans disappeared, the forest has been taken over by various animals. They soon reach the starting point of a cable car, with the other end located halfway up the mountain. If they can successfully start the cable car, they can return to the safety of the high-altitude area. Suddenly, Annie notices that the compass in her hand is spinning rapidly, indicating that monsters have approached the vicinity. On the plains, human speed is no match for the monsters. They split up. Jack hurries to climb the cable car control panel while the other two try to block the monsters' advance. As the monsters are about to enter range, their terrifying red light suddenly disappears into the forest. Seeing the monsters charging towards them at high speed, Jack frantically connects the power supply. Annie is the first to board the cable car, followed closely by Jack. Katie, being too far away, has to climb up the pole. The two on the cable car continue shooting, but the impact of the bullets cannot stop the monster's advance. At the same time, Katie seizes the opportunity to leap, and Jack catches her just in time. The next second, a monster hooks its claws onto the cable, and the overburdened cable instantly snaps in two. The three fall from the air, but fortunately, the 8,000-foot altitude line is right in front of them.